and welcome to another edition of Daily Bruin TV News. Tonight we bring you the latest on the alleged gunman craze in Westwood. I'm Caroline Park.
And I'm Janice Jan. We'll also be bringing you the buzz on why there were Hollywood stars in front of Royce Hall on Wednesday night, as well as why there was controversy regarding last week's USAC elections. Let's get started. First off, on Wednesday, there were rumors and confusion abound at the UCLA campus over an alleged gunman at Westwood. Reporter Corinne Crockett has the story of what really happened.
You might have heard there was a shooter on campus. You might have heard that South Campus was on lockdown. You even might have thought that there was a gunman in your apartment complex.
Allegedly, there's a guy with a gun in my apartment. I found out as I was walking back from class at 2 o'clock. Came back, there was caution tape. Then I saw some guys with the machine guns and shotguns run up the stairs. I go, oh, sums up. There's supposedly some guy downstairs in my apartment with a gun.
Many students feared the worst. Luckily for the Westwood and UCLA communities, these were just rumors that circled around UCLA on Wednesday.
Roger, UCLA call advised they're getting several calls due to the shooting over there in West LA. They're getting several calls and they advise they don't need us to respond to 405 Hill Party. Cancel incident 321.
The LAPD and the UCPD responded to a report that an individual was possibly holding a rifle on Landfair Avenue sometime before 2:30 on Wednesday afternoon. The police thoroughly searched the area, closing off a perimeter at Ophir Drive and Landfair Avenue and Strathmore Drive and Landfair Avenue. Police eventually identified a crossbow as the item thought to have been a rifle. Resident Daniel Sugano experienced the search firsthand.
I live in 551.5 Landfair, which is like right above where they were looking. We saw the police like closing off the street down there, and they were all coming up, and like they all had their weapons drawn, so we knew that there was like something going on. And on the building behind us, there was a sniper, like a guy with a sniper rifle, like pointing down, pretty much looking at like right at our apartment because it was all the same building. They ended up actually handcuffing me and my roommate because the suspect was a white male, so they handcuffed us and like asked us questions and held us right like here while they like broke into the apartment and found like it was like a toy crossbow is what they found that they were looking for. It's actually kind of happy with the response because I figured if there was someone with a gun, I was happy that because the police said that it was only a report of someone with a gun, and there was like at least like 20 officers here with like shotguns and like they had like helmets and riot gear and everything, the ones that were kicking in the doors.
The police are unable to find the owner of the crossbow at this time, but we will continue to give updates regarding the crossbow scare. For Daily Bruin TV, this is Corinne Crockett reporting.
Nancy Greenstein, the director of Police Community Services, has confirmed that they have identified the suspect and will not be pressing charges because he did not commit a crime.
Tuesday was a day of celebration for UCLA as a special ceremony marked 2 of UCLA's landmark athletic achievements, the winning of the Lexus Gauntlet Trophy and the Bruins' 100th national championship. Courtney Bowman has more on the memorable ceremony.
Who do we love? Bruins! And who has 100 national championships? Bruins!
Tuesday was a day to celebrate all things UCLA as a ceremony was held on Spalding Field to welcome the Lexus Gauntlet Trophy back to Westwood after a 1-year absence. The day was made even sweeter by Sunday's women's water polo win, which gave the team its 3rd title in 3 years and UCLA its 100th NCAA championship. Players, fans, students, and coaches turned out for this unique chance to get a look at the gauntlet and celebrate the historic athletic milestone. A number of prominent speakers addressed the crowd, including Interim Chancellor Norman Abrams, who reminded those in attendance that athletics is only part of what makes UCLA stand out.
We not only have the premier athletic program in the nation, represented by these 100 championships, we have the premier program of combining athletic excellence and academic excellence, and that's extraordinary. There's no other school in the country that compares.
UCLA Athletic Director Dan Guerrero gave fans a reason to cheer when he spoke of UCLA's domination of crosstown rival USC in head-to-head competition this past year.
The dominating performance this year, 72.5 points to 37.5 points, was really special. It's special for those of us who have been in battle, as you well know, against your rival. And when you can win and win big, as we did, it's very special for all of us.
In his long career as a Bruin, Coach Al Skates has led the men's volleyball team to 19 national titles, almost a fifth of UCLA's NCAA championships. Skates said that he attended the event to honor the coaches and players and said that he loves UCLA's relentless pursuit of national titles.
I just couldn't imagine working anywhere else. I've been here for 45 years now, and this is where I want to be, for sure. Every year we have a chance to win the NCAA championship, and I want to have that chance every year.
Of course, it was also a day to celebrate the team that captured the 100th title. Former women's softball coach Sue Enquist emphasized the importance of balance in a team's athletic ability, academic achievement, and character, and said that women's water polo was just the right team to win number 100.
When you look at the intangible things, the things that aren't measured in statistics, like character and integrity and teammanship, this women's water polo team truly emulates that. So that's why everybody in the department is so excited that it's a team that really gets it done in the classroom, gets it done in the pool, gets it done in the community. It's just a wonderful reflection of the whole department and a team that is just filled with a bunch of players that want to do it for the university first.
But women's water polo coach Adam Gregorian emphasized that today was a day to celebrate UCLA as a whole.
It really isn't about me. It's not about us as a team. Today is about UCLA. UCLA. And today is a great day to be a Bruin. Today, we are the best university in the world. In the world.
With the golf, track, tennis, baseball, and softball teams still competing, fans are hoping that this isn't the last championship celebration they'll be attending this year. For Daily Bruin TV, this is Courtney Bowman.
2, 1. The UCLA Athletic Department has promised plenty of opportunities to celebrate the 100 championships in the 2007-2008 school year.
Wonder what the fuss was in front of Royce Hall on Wednesday, May 16th? I was there on the red carpet to bring you the story.
It's an Asian invasion here at UCLA's Royce Hall for the annual AZN Asian Excellence Award. Come with me as we check out which stars are flocking the red carpet.
Margaret Cho, Daniel Day Kim, Quentin Tarantino, and many more were all on hand for this special awards ceremony celebrating some of Hollywood's finest Asian entertainers.
I think that's the whole purpose of an event like this, to bring people together and say that we're all from the same community and also present that to Hollywood and to the rest of the country.
I'm really proud because for me it's I've been in the business for over 20 years. When I first started, there were very few people who worked in the business who looked like me. There were very few people who were on the screen who looked like me. And now we're selling out Royce Hall. We're being televised on E! And AZN. And in that 20 years' time, we can watch primetime television and see 3, 4, 5, 6, many shows, very successful shows, who can attribute a lot of their success to having diverse casts that include Asian Americans.
The event honored actors, TV shows, and films that have had a significant impact on the Asian community. UCLA students were brimming with excitement, waiting for hours to see some of their favorite stars. But who were the stars themselves excited to see?
I think Chow Yun-fat has done incredible things for Asian Americans in general, and I'm a big fan of his. I've watched a lot of his movies. I want to definitely shake his hand.
Chow Yun-fat, who's been a long time hero of mine, especially his early work, even, you know, all the stuff that he's doing in America it's just fantastic.
The awards ceremony took place on Wednesday, May 16th in UCLA's Royce Hall, and many celebrity Bruins were excited to be back at their old alma mater.
It's beautiful, and it has a rich school in television and the arts, and puts a lot of new people into the business, and a lot of them are Asian American. And so we're proud to be here at UCLA.
Having all the Asians come together and sharing in this great moment, and being a former Bruin myself, you know, it's exciting to come back home.
Were you excited to hear that I was going to be our...
Yeah, I was like, oh, UCLA, I know exactly who Royce is.
Even non-UCLA affiliates shared some Bruin appreciation.
I always root for UCLA in all of your sporting events because, let's face it, we're cousins. Distant second or third cousin. But we're related, right?
Right, definitely.
Not blood, by marriage, but you know what I mean.
Since the night was all about love for the Asian culture, DBTV asked stars what they think is the best thing about being Asian.
Wow, the most excellent thing about being Asian.
Well, the culture and the philosophy. One of the things I'm proud of being an actor is I feel like I have a unique sort of perspective on the world. And I think part of that comes from being Asian. I think there's something about, either coming from another country or having your parents or grandparents come from another country. I definitely have a perspective on things that is different from my Caucasian friends.
The food. And the women? The women's are great.
That's definitely a lot to celebrate about. For Daily Bruin TV, this is Janice Jan.
Throughout the week, student groups reached out and used a variety of means to promote their causes on Bruin Walk. Campus Crusade for Christ promoted their Jesus Loves the Bruin Week, and members stood on Bruin Walk showcasing various signs promoting a loving view of Christianity that they say differs from the view that more extreme Christian protesters on campus have put across. Also, as part of their week to raise awareness of inequality, the Student Activist Project sought to highlight educational inequalities in Los Angeles by handing out root beer floats and showcasing art made by underprivileged children from the county. Finally, on Wednesday, the Partisan Defense Committee held a rally in Meyerhoff Park in order to protest the death sentence of prisoner Mumia Abu-Jamal, who was convicted of killing a police officer in 1981.
Finally, last week's USAC election results concluded with Bruins United winning the majority of council seats. Reporter Yvonne Liao brings us back to the night the results were announced, as well as the controversy that ensued.
After days of competitive and rigorous campaigning, crowds of Students First and Bruins United supporters gathered outside of Kirchhoff Hall to await the results of the USAC elections.
The total number of votes cast for this election is 7,393 votes, or 30.94%.
Both slates greatly anticipated the announcements, but in the end, Bruins United swept the council positions, winning 8 out of 10 elected positions, including the presidency.
I was just so proud of myself, my candidates, my party. They all worked so hard out there, and at the end of the day, it really didn't matter win, lose, or tie. We were so proud of the work we did for fairness, for equality, for all students on this campus, and that was something that no election result could take away.
I'm overwhelmed with emotion, crying, I'm laughing. I can't explain it. It's this amazing feeling. I got a rush in my body. I just want to keep jumping.
Your new Cultural Affairs Commissioner is Bernice.
Though Students First won the Cultural Affairs Commissioner position and a General Representative position, members were undeniably disappointed and many were brought to tears. Some declined to give DBTV comment. As Students First gathered in a unity circle after the announcements, Dave Volk, independent presidential candidate, provoked the slate.
I just saw a young, white male walk up this hill, heterosexual male. And you know what he said? Did you hear? You heard him right here. You heard him. What did he say? He said, fuck your diversity. That's what he said.
He came back to the circle and kept taunting and harassing the circle of people, and it just made me really, really angry. It just, to see someone who can get possibly elected to your student council, and I don't know, I can't really explain how angry I am right now about that, and it just, yeah.
After the election results, I was around Kirchhoff, dancing around. I was within the Students First circle, chanting, "This is what diversity looks like," and pointing at myself. Students were making this out to seeing that I was making a mockery of diversity, and that was not what I intended to do. And the real problem was when members of the Students First group were screaming, "Down with the white man." Did I acknowledge diversity as being a problem? Hell, of course I did. But did I scream down with a group of people? Hell no, I did not do that.
A representative from Students First could not be reached. The decisive election night was a celebration for some and a letdown for others. But in the end, the student body has made their choice. We can only wait and see how Bruins United will use their majority in council to accomplish their objectives for next year.
This is the beginning. This is the beginning of great things that we can do now that we, for the first time ever.
This is Yvonne Liao reporting for Daily Bruin Television.
That's all the news we have time for tonight.
Be sure to tune in on Monday night for our sports broadcast. Thanks for watching.